You grew up here.
Yes.
You went in school here.
Yes.
First, tell me how it was to go in school here.
Man, I mean, it was not easy because, you know, you come to German as a young guy, so you only speak English, right? So that means you want to stay here, then you have to learn the language. So I had to do the language courses first of all before I started going to school. So I did that, and then after the language courses, I started going to school here, you know, to German. But it was not easy because everything is written in, you know, in German. So by that time, I could not really understand everything. Oh, the school system is not like ours back home. The school system is totally different and difficult here. Okay. It's really difficult because back home it's easier because everything is written in the language that you understand. You are grown up with it, you know, English. But when you come here, everything is in their language, in German. So you really first of all to learn hard to understand the language and to speak the language and to write also, and that takes time. Yeah, that takes time. But I mean, after some couple of years, you know, I'm grown up here, and yeah, I can speak the language and I can write it also. Yeah, but it's hard also to study because, you know, it's not your mother tongue, your mother native language. That means you write something and you are like, you read it, what you wrote, no, I cannot say like that. So all the time you're like, you start again and you write this and that again, and yeah.
For me in Uganda, when I was a small boy, they taught us about the, you know, they teach about the river Nile, the longest river in Africa, the biggest lake in the world, all the you know. So what do they teach you? What did you learn? Because for me, I learned about that. I learned about social studies. You learn about other countries.
Yes.
You learn about how white people are good. They came to Africa to help us out. What did you learn?
Yeah, to help us. The Messiah syndrome. Yeah. That's what I call it, the Messiah syndrome.
Yeah, so what did you learn?
I will come to that. Yeah, I mean, yes, you also learn all the subjects. You know, the some subjects we learn also back home, like mathematics, English, German, and chemistry, science, and social studies, and all the stuff. All the stuff. And the history also, the German history, and this and that. Yeah, but the other stuff like you know, social studies is the same, but the difference is just because you do it in you know, in German, you know, in the German language. And the thing is, you don't have multiple choices like we do have in Africa. You see, in Africa, we would have, like, if you are writing some tests and this and that, they would give you multiple choice, you know, so you have to choose the correct answer. So you read and then you choose either is A or B, C, D. That, we don't have that here. You don't have that. You have to read and then answer the questions. There's nothing about multiple choices. Sometimes maybe a small taste you would have maybe some multiple choices, but you don't have that. And that's the different school system that we have, you know, here in Germany. Let me say in Europe.
Okay, I'm a teacher of history. I learned about Europe. I learned about European history. I learned in school about what is the land, the mine, the Suez Canal.
Oh, that's
all these things
nice.
In Europe.
That's
I learned
nice.
about these things. So what did you learn about in Africa? What did you learn about Africa? As a person.
Is it a real question you're asking me?
I'm asking you, what did you learn about Africa?
I want to tell you something. Look, for us back home, we learn, like, let's say you told me that you learned in Africa about the mine, the river mines, and this and that, the German history, and this and that, etc. That is good. But here, in schools, we don't learn something special about Africa. That's what I liked in the class. The thing, I may say, I prefer to change the school system here, if it comes to talk about Africa. Because what you hear in schools when you talk about Africa is that Africa, the African people, they are poor. in Africa they're poverty, and people they walk naked. And some would say people they walk without a head. Have you seen someone walking without a head?
No, I've not even read a book. Someone walks with the head.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? You see? And that is the thing when I say the school system should change. If we want to teach the African history in schools here in Europe, let me say in Europe, not only German, in Europe, then we really have to teach the real African history. Not only teach about poverty and say in Africa people they live in in those mud houses, they have no proper houses. And that is what you learn here in schools, because they don't teach you that Africa has modern urban areas also, like here, like Frankfurt. They don't teach you that, you see. And now, why am I saying that the school system should change? When the students hear that, oh, in Africa people are poor, people they are poor, they are suffering, they have this and that, they have nothing, what comes automatic in their mind is they put them in a higher level, in a higher category, that, oh, then I'm better than this African guy. So when they see you outside, you walk there, when they see me out there, what comes in their mind is what they learned in schools. They say, oh, we learned about poverty in Africa, that these people are poor, only poverty all the time, and AIDS and this and that, cholera and this and that. And then automatically they say, I might be better than this person. You see? That means that is valueless. You are valued less as a human being. And this is the school system that we have, and we should change. If we want to talk about Africa, to teach the history of Africa, we have to do it properly and teach the students properly and tell them that Africa has also modern urban areas like here. You see?
Yeah.
And this is the problem of racism, where also it has its roots. You see? Because of that.
The racism.
Exactly. You know? And this is a systematical, when we talk about racism, systematical, is created in that level.
But to a bit cut you, how did you feel studying a small boy and they're teaching you about that, and you're black with other white boys in school?
Man, you feel bad. As a black man, as a young guy, you feel bad because you know where you come from. That people, they just don't walk naked all the time. We don't have that culture where people, they walk naked. We don't have that culture.
Yeah, we don't have that.
No, people, they don't walk naked. You know, the thing is, when people, they go to Africa, those people, the tourists, they go in deep villages where they film, those people who live in villages, and
That's what they want.
Exactly, and this is what they want to bring here to Europe and they promote Africans. Say, oh, I have been in Africa, and this is how Africa looks like. You see, they don't go in urban areas. They don't go in Lusaka, the capital city, to show the buildings as we do have buildings here. They don't, because the strategy, what is in their mind, is a business, because it is logical. If I would go to Zambia and film the capital city, Lusaka, or the international airport, Zambia, and I come here and say I was in Africa, nobody is interested to see that, because those are urban areas, good areas. But if you want to sell the idea of having been in Africa, you want to earn money out of it, then you have to go in villages and choose those places.
The villages where I come from, we have roofed houses.
Of course, we do.
Electricity.
Yes.
We have solar. Some of those who can afford the mud houses are not more there. They're not so much there. People are living a good life. But of course, people choose these pictures. Yes. That's what they were taught.
Yes.
Just like you told me.
Yes. And this is what, when I say the Messiah syndrome, the Messiah syndrome is, so when those, when white people, they see you, a black guy, oh, this guy is poor, because they are brought up with that school system, that they didn't learn something proper about Africa. So when they see a black guy, oh, this guy might be poor, oh, let me try to assist him, to help him, and that they have that Messiah syndrome, and we have to stop that nonsense.
Then when you talk about the Messiah syndrome, I remember what I learned in school. You see what they told to me in Uganda is that a white person has come to save us. Let me tell you, in my school, there's a day when we hosted a white person in school. Two of those two white people, the entire school had a holiday. We prepared dances, we prepared speeches. We were told that a white person is coming in our school. And guess what? They came. All the boys, we stood there, and the girls, we sang, we praised the white people.
If I want to dominate you, I want to take everything that you have. I have to corrupt your mindset. You understand me? I have to corrupt you so that you believe that what I say.
Wow. You know that I didn't know that they teach small kids and they learn such things. It must be hard for you to
learn. And I'm honest. Honestly, I did not learn something positive about Africa in schools. And this system should stop. And this is where also racism is coming. It's a systematic thing, and those students, it's generation after generation. If it does not stop, it will go on like that.
The same thing, the same education system that the Europeans brought to us that I learned, that they are the saviors, should also stop in my country. And this should be clear. I always tell my friends in Uganda, let's stop. I'm a teacher professionally.
Yes.
I teach.
Yes.
And this is what I'm supposed to teach in school, and that's why I quit education. I said I'm not going to teach.
Yes, yes. Now tell me, Otako. For example, you, as an African guy, in your home country, Uganda, you own an NGO.
Yes, I own one.
You see? Then you come here, you say, guys, look, these are my qualifications. I have an NGO and back home, and I run this, and I'm the CEO of this stuff. And how is it? They will say no, they cannot recognize that.
That's true.
Because it's not a German institution. You see? But then, now listen to me. When the volunteers, the students from the German students, they will go to Africa, in your NGO, do a practical work.
It will be recognized.
When they come back, they recognize that.
This is what I'm experiencing.
Tell me.
I'm looking for school. I was told, no, you don't have the qualification. I've worked for over 10 years in people using creatives, but they say I need to do a 3-month practicum in a German institution. Yet my organization in Uganda recommends German students, and they allow that recommendation that is practicum. You have done it. For me, it is not valid.
But
why?
Does it make sense?
It does not make sense.
You see? You see? And this is the system we are living in, and we have to abolish this system.
We can't abolish the system.
We cannot, but we have to talk about it.
Yeah, of course, we have to share.
We have to share and talk about it, and hopefully that things will change in the coming future.
Yeah, I have hope things will change in the coming future when we have people like you, me, who are sharing.
Thank you. That's issues, good. That's good.
Taking our time of coffee. Sharing. Oh, so funny. I really don't understand it. It's funny.
And that's why, as a preschool teacher, I want to teach the young generation, because no kid is born as a racist. The kids, they express themselves, that what they see, what they learn from the parents. And I want us to teach our children, let me say in kitas, in schools, to say there is no difference between a white or a black person. We are all human beings. We breathe the same air. The sun shines for us all. The rains comes is for us all. There's no oxygen for white and black people. It's the same.
We all feel.
You see? So I hope the coming generation, they should learn that we are all equal. We need equality, equal rights and justice for everyone, for every man, black or white, does not matter. We are all human beings, because for me as a Rastaman, in a Rastaman eye, we don't see colors, we just see human beings.
In Rastaman, my Ugandan system teaches us that white is up, black is down.
And that's nonsense.
Can you imagine? This is funny but stupid. I went for a school outreach in Uganda, and there's a teacher who was teaching. Children were making noise, and then told the children, stop making noise. And then he said, you know what? You people who are making noise, you have a black hat. Can you imagine a teacher saying that you children who are making noise, you have a black hat. And those who are quiet, you have a white hat. And the teacher asks the children, repeat after me. Those who are making noise, you have a black hat. And those who are not making noise, you have a white hat.
No.
That I was in a school.
Yes.
I felt so sad.
Man.
I looked at myself. I looked at the white people that I had in my organization doing the outreach in the school. We all said, this is bad.
It is bad.
It is so bad.
Must be condemned. How would you teach kids and say those who are making noise, they have a black heart? So what are you trying to teach children, kids?
Black is?
And those who are quiet, they have a white heart. So the others are bad and the others are good. And this is not right. This is not right.
My friend, we don't have time because we have all to go and
Yes,
work.
yes,
And
yes,
it's
yes.
morning early. It's a morning.
Yes,
We
I have
continue
to
from the
pick.
next time.
I have to pick my kids
Yeah.
from kindergarten. So
Yeah,
I joined
please.
this company, my brother.
Thank you so much.
We have to do it. We have to continue doing
We
it
have to meet.
continuously, please.
Yeah.
Yes,
Super.
I love it. Vielen lieben Dank fürs Zuhören. Wenn ihr es mögt, dass wir weitermachen mit unserer Kaffee-Unterhaltung, bitte, also guckt in unserer YouTube-Channel und teilt weiter. Rising Fire Reggae Band aus Marburg.
If you like the coffee time, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Otako.